What's up, guys? Chris here with The Finest Fitness, your coach and trainer. Gonna mention something today on how diets typically work and why people lose weight from the beginning. And hopefully this will be a good lesson for most people who have heard of people going on diets and those people lose weight, but then they rebound and they gain all the weight back after the diet. So first thing is, why do diets temporarily work, right? Like why is it that people get to lose like 10, 20, 30 pounds by starting a new diet? You know, what's actually happening in their body? And then number two, second question that I'll answer here is, why do they gain it all back? Why can't they keep that weight off, right? And there are tens of thousands of diets out there, and if there was one perfect diet that worked, there wouldn't need to be this many diets. But nonetheless, most diets fail. I think the statistic is like 90 or 95% of people that do a diet and lose weight end up gaining all the weight back, if not more, within, I'm not even sure how long of a period of time. It doesn't really matter. But what matters is that the diet doesn't work long term. So, first question, let's address it. Why does it work in the beginning? Why do people lose all this weight when they first start dieting? So, I'm gonna make an assumption here, but a lot of these diets that I've heard of and a lot of diets I've seen people go on, they're usually restricting something. So paleo, low carb, no starches, all these different diets that you can think of. And the reason why people lose weight when they restrict something like that is they're actually putting their body in a calorie deficit, which is good. That's exactly what we want to do. But they're only doing it temporarily on the diet with restricted, methods of doing that. So let's just take, paleo or something. We're cutting out complex carbohydrates, right? We're only going to eat fruits and vegetables now. No more breads, no more rice, no more beans, anything else. Just fruits and vegetables, which is good. So what's actually happening to our body? Why do we lose weight on that diet? Well, our body's at a homeostasis level. We're burning, let's say, 2,000 calories a day. We'll keep it nice and simple. If your body's burning 2,000 calories in a day, and you're used to eating the breads, the rices, and whatever else, those are very calorie-dense foods. So what's happening is when we cut those foods out of our diet and we stick to fruits and vegetables, we're significantly reducing the amount of calories that we're eating in a day. Okay, so this is why the basis of why people lose weight initially on diets is because they're cutting their calories at the end of the day. That's really what's happening. Fruits and vegetables contain a lot of fiber, which is insoluble. It doesn't actually count towards the amount of calories your body's burning and using as energy. It just doesn't digest. So now maybe we're normally having 2,000 calories a day. Now with this new restricted diet, we're only eating 12, 13, 1,400. So our body is now in a calorie deficit, which is exactly what we need to lose weight. Not to mention, your body's going to store less water since you're restricting certain foods. So now we're getting a little dehydrated, so we're losing weight there. But mainly we're on a calorie restricted diet. So we've reduced our calories, we're in a deficit now. So it works at the beginning. But question number two is, why doesn't it work permanently? Why do people gain all the weight back? Well, this is why. And I always say this with any new client that I have and that I work with. We add before we subtract. What do I mean by that? What I mean is, before you go reducing calories, subtracting calories out of your diet, subtracting foods, restricting, you should be adding first. Adding more cardio, adding more exercise, and even adding more calories, but putting yourself in a calorie deficit. So, what do I mean by that? What I mean is, we normally burn 2,000 calories a day. We eat 2,000 calories a day, no restriction, just same foods. Instead of reducing our calories by 500 for how much we're eating by taking away starches and breads and all these foods. Instead, we're going to add 2 cardio sessions a week. We're going to add 2 high-intensity interval sessions, which, if you're curious on how that works, I've got a couple other videos on the importance of high-intensity intervals, but nonetheless, not important for this video. Adding in the cardio, and let's say now you're burning 2,500 calories a day, and you're only eating 2,000. Now you're in a deficit, but you're not restricting anything. You're eating the same amount of food that you were, and you're not dehydrating your body. And mainly, it's just you're not restricting. You're just increasing, and you're still getting the nutrient content you need, micronutrients, macronutrients, because you're not at such a scary low calorie level that your body is in trouble from not having enough foods in your diet, not having enough calorie content. So these diets always fail because people are always subtracting first. Every diet you've ever heard of, it's subtract before add. It's not about let's add more cardio, let's add more weights. It's always about we're going to take away this food. We're going to subtract this, and subtract that. People gain all the weight back because subtraction first is a failing method. It's a poor strategy. And this is exactly why. The things I'm mentioning here. Your body needs a certain amount of nutrients and calories. You need to be in a deficit, but you should be in a deficit by adding before you subtract. That's a lot more sustainable. Eating the same 2,000 calories you've always eaten, but now your body is burning more, as opposed to trying to just take away, restrict. So that's the reason why most diets fail. And guys, just don't diet. Create a nutrition plan that works for you. Add in exercise, and I hope this video was helpful. It's something that I hear all the time, people starting diets and this and that, and it really frustrates me because I know that these diets are going to work temporarily and then rebound, and this is exactly why. So hope this was helpful. If you guys have questions, comments, leave them below, and we'll talk soon. Take care.